Pete'sTools.com.
G'day guys, Pete here again to annoy you. How's your day going? Hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. I'm doing just fine back my way. Hey, what the old gets going on about today is, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos before, and you might not realise, or you might, that I run a dumpster company, and every week I get damaged dumpsters that I have to repair. So what this video is about, guys, can you actually make money with a cheap flux core welder like this, or do you need something big like this with a hell of a lot of experience? Anyway guys, same as usual, if you like my videos, subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment, come say good day in the comments below, and let's get into it, eh? Yeehaw! Now if we have a look here guys, either a backhoe or a bloody excavator or something has pulled this door. They've dragged it from one side of a building site to the other, and it's actually buggered the back door. You know, and I've got to quote $250 to fix it, and it will take 3 weeks. So what I'll do is I'll just grab a little flux core welder, stick it on the back of the dumpster here, and if I just plasma cut it maybe and try and straighten it up and just weld it back together, we should get away with that and save myself $250. But it's not only fixing dumpsters and that sort of stuff you can do with the little portable welders. You can make up tables for your workshop and sell them, or you can fix someone's bike that's bits broken off it, or all sorts of things. So those little cheap welders, you can actually make money out of them. And it's a lot handier for me than the big welder, because the big welder I just can't drag it out and get it on site where I need it. Sometimes I have to take the little welder onto a site and actually fix the bin that they've destroyed because the door's hanging right off it. Anyway guys, let's get into this and I'll show you. If we have a look up here, you can see where it actually locks on the bin. It's actually bent there as well. And then you go a bit further and look at the top, the gap at the top. So someone's actually just destroyed that with a backhoe or a digger or something like that. So I'm not paying $250 to fix it, so I'll fix it myself. I mean, I only pay $200 for the bloody welder, so let's get into it, eh? You can actually see, guys, if you have a look up here, it's actually got like a banana bend in the middle of it. Bloody rough, I tell you. So because we're bent this way, guys, and out like so, I'm gonna actually cut it. Well, the bend starts about here. So I'll put a line here and we'll cut through this 40 by 40, and hopefully we can just bend that in and re-weld it. And then what I'm going to do, as you can see here, it's bent right out here. So what I'll do is I'll cut it right in between here, and then we'll try and fold it back up again. Hopefully we can get the door to shut again. So what we'll do guys is we'll just hook the bloody plasma cutter up. And always remember guys, if you're plasma cutting or welding on a truck, especially a late model one, take one of the battery leads off, because it'll bugger the computer otherwise. Trick for young players as well, I learnt that the hard way. It cost me $2,500 for a new board for the inside of the cab, because I forgot to take one of the battery leads off, and all I was doing was just spot welding on a bin. I did it for about, I don't know, 10 seconds, just put a spot weld on, buggered the computer, $2,500 later. So anyway, that's a trick for you guys. But the older trucks, it doesn't matter because there's no bloody computers in them. Right, get into it. See how quick and easy that is, guys? That's why I love plasma cutters, eh? You don't have to bugger eyes around with a grinder and all sorts of shit. Anyway, carry on, Pete. Anyway, let's get into this one. So we'll cut it about up here, guys. And what I'll do, guys, is I'll cut it right between the locks here. See that, guys? It's just boom! Did you hear that boom, guys? That's the tension in the door springing back. Look at that. It's a lot better. It's 100% better already, guys, and I haven't done anything yet. Beautiful. We've got about 4mm gap on the bottom here, and we've closed up the gap halfway on the top. So it's looking good so far. Yeah! That's what I mean, guys. Doesn't cost you bugger all for the tools. Save yourself heaps of money, eh? And also, guys, I don't know where you are, whether you're in the States or the UK or wherever the hell you are. In New Zealand here, people are getting more useless and useless and useless. They can't do anything. They take anything out to get fixed. They won't try and fix it themselves. So that leaves a great big hole for people like me and you. If you've got a little welder and some other bits and pieces, like I say, you can make workbenches and sell them. You can fix people's bikes. You can do anything basically. And all you need is a little welder and maybe a plasma cutter. And it doesn't even really have to be expensive. My first welder that I showed you, my big one there, I paid about $1,800, $2,000 for it. That plasma cutter there and the welder I'm going to use cost me $450 in total. But the welder was only 200 bucks and the plasma cutter is $250. But you can get a plasma cutter for 200 bucks. So that's what I'm saying. If you've got a little bit of DIY in you and a little bit of gumption, I reckon you can make money with these little tools because no one is doing it. So what I'll do now, guys, I've released the tension on this back bar here, so I'll just grab a little clamp, a little sash clamp, and we'll put it over here and we'll just tighten it up, and then I'll weld it once the sash clamp is tight, and we should be pretty good on the bottom anyway. Yeehaw! Right guys, I've got my new little portable MIG here. Not a bad little machine. It's actually a 3-in-1 machine. It's an arc, it's a TIG and a MIG. Like 200 bucks, you can't go bloody wrong. I don't think so anyway. What we'll do, guys, is we'll flux core weld up this. Looking good, yeah! So if we take this clamp off now, guys, we'll see what sort of gap we've got left with. Looks alright to Pete. Right, what we've got to do now, guys, is the same thing for the top. See the top's still poking out like that? So we'll put the clamp up the top and I'll see if I can pull it in. Alright guys, remember we've cut in here to get us that way, so I'll put the clamp up here, guys. I mean, you can do any sort of light engineering with this sort of gear. It's not hard. All you need is a bit of nous, you know, just a little bit of get up and go. Look at that, that's pulled that right tight again. Now what we'll do, guys, is just weld that up. Okay guys, we'll take the clamp off, see how far back it springs out. Bugger all, yeehaw! About 4 millimeters maybe, which is ideal. Not like it was before. Can we actually get the pin in it now? Let's have a look. Will the locating pin go in it, guys? Look at that. Perfectamundo. Yeehaw! That's a job well done, I think, guys. Saved myself 250 bucks, and I didn't have to wait 3 weeks. guys, I'll just clean up where I've welded, just so it doesn't rust anymore. Beautiful. So guys, that's my little rant for the day. That's why I reckon you can make money with these little machines, because everyone's useless these days. No one seems to do anything themselves. They'd sooner take it to someone to get it fixed and pay a couple of $100. I mean, $250 to fix that back door, you've got to be friggin' nuts. Anyway guys, same as usual, you like my videos, subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment. Hey, put in the comments if you guys are making stuff and selling it. You might even be making weight tables or workbenches or something, or selling them online. You never know what people are doing out there. And we'll see you next time, eh? Oh guys, before I forget, if you want to see a review on this machine, check up there, I'll put a link to a review. And if you want to see a review on this machine, the 3-in-1 welder, check over that side guys, I'll put a link up there for you. See ya! Bye!
Pete'sTools.com